Greetings. We have been doing devotions on how Jesus Christ interacted with the people. We looked at an episode where Christ interaction with Nathaniel, and then we looked at another episode where Christ interacted with a woman who was a sinner in John chapter 4. And then later on, how Christ dealt with Peter's ignorance in terms of a temple tax, and Jesus doesn't have to pay in Matthew 17. And this is another episode that we are going to look at. So it happens in John chapter 13 in the upper room after washing the feet of the disciples, including Judas. Jesus Christ predicts or declares his betrayal in John 13, verse 21, being troubled in his spirit. He testified and said, "Truly, truly, I say to you, one of you will betray me." And what happened next really surprised me when I thought about it. So immediately the disciples began to looking at one another, right? Imagine the 12 disciples looking each other's face. And they ask, is it I? Right? So in the other gospels, is it I that I'm going to do it? Not one disciple had a smallest clue or hint or suspicion towards Judas, because the way Christ handled each and every single disciple. Imagine if Christ had handled Judas in a different manner, knowing that he would betray, the other disciples would have got the signal that it is Judas that is going to do it. None of them could actually even discern or identify in terms of the interactions of Christ with the disciples that it is Judas who is going to do it. It is really amazing. And then Judas goes out from that place, and this verse is even more beautiful verse. In John 13 verse 29, some were supposing, because Judas had the money box and Jesus was saying to him, buy the things that we have need for the feast, right? So when Judas leaves the upper room, the other disciples are thinking that Judas is on a grocery run. Nobody suspected that it is Judas that is going to do it. What a marvelous way that Christ expressed his love to the one that was about to betray. There is something to learn from Christ. Amen.